Hey Reefers, Carl here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the 7 top things that I learned while aquascaping my Red Sea 625 G2 Plus. I've aquascaped my 75 gallon before, and during the aquascaping of my Red Sea, I picked up a few tips, so I wanted to share them with you today. So we're counting down from 7 to 1, so stick around. They get better as we go. Let's get started. Number 7. Glue and activator. Obviously, to aquascape, you're going to need some super glue. I bought one large bottle of bulk Reef supply super glue, and they sent me a complimentary smaller bottle along with that, which ended up saving the day. I used up all of the large bottle and found that when you get to a certain level in the large bottle, it's very difficult to get into tight places, because when you try to hold the bottle horizontally, you can't get the glue out and you can't get it into those tight spots. You may still have a fair amount of glue in the bottle, but you can't get it out and you can't get it to where you want it. So I used the smaller bottle to fill that bottle, and then use that to get into the cracks and crevices that I needed to make sure that my structure was secure. That little bottle ended up being a lifesaver, and I barely, between the two, had enough to complete the project. So it's better to have more than less, obviously. The activator is a no-brainer. It will help you solidify your super glue more quickly, so you can see progress and you can make progress more quickly. You can see the aquascape come together much more quickly than just sitting there and holding the parts together till the super glue bonds. It's a definite must. Number 6, use mortar. We used Marco mortar, and it worked out very well. We made smaller batches, and after the first batch, the mixing consistency was no issue, and you could whip up a batch in no time. I saw people online using sand to try to camouflage the mortar a bit better into the stone, but I used Marco rocks, and to me, it was just fine without the sand. I've got a picture here of the joint, and for me, it would be a waste of time to try to incorporate sand into the mix. I know for a fact that in a short period of time, algae is going to be covering these joints, and no one will be the wiser, so let's keep it simple. Number 5, use cut rocks for the base. This one's all about stability. On my 75 gallon, I basically just had rocks on top of the sand, and I was always worried about sifting sand, rock shifting, and general stability. In this aquarium, I used cut rocks. I used 3 rocks to build a tripod foundation on one side, and 2 rocks to build a bipod foundation on the smaller other side. And I know for a fact that I can work in the aquarium, I can move equipment around and even bump it and not worry about stability at all. The stuff's not going anywhere. Number 4, build a PVC frame. I saw online about people building PVC frames to match the dimensions of the aquarium. I used 1/4-inch PVC pipe to reduce costs, and it worked out fantastic. It's got to be the best tool for aquascaping, because it lets you visualize the space of your aquarium. You can build your aquascape knowing exactly how it's going to look once you put it in the aquarium. You can move things around in the design phase real easily outside of the aquarium. And then once you put it in, you know exactly what you're getting. No surprises. And it is a really great tool for helping you visualize what it is you're building. If you've not tried this during aquascaping, do it. You'll thank yourself later. If you've stuck with me this far, stay tuned, because we're getting to the really good tips now. Number 3, look at your aquascape from all angles. This is kind of obvious, and you wouldn't think it would be that big of a deal, but initially I had the aquascape workstation pushed really close up to the aquarium tank. I thought maybe I could look down at the aquascape and then look up at the aquarium and kind of visualize it better. Like I mentioned earlier, the frame did the job perfectly. So when we pulled the aquascaping away from the aquarium, allowing us to walk around, just made it easier to work on. We noticed that as we were building from a front perspective, what was developing in the back was as unique and And beautiful is what we were designing on the front. In fact, one piece we ended up turning all the way around to make the backside the front, and we love it. So look at it from all angles, look at it from top down, bottom up, crouch around, look at it, and be sure to soak in everything that you're building, and you may find, to your surprise, a better angle than you were actually designing from intentionally. So those accidental designs may end up being more beautiful than the ones you are intentionally designing from the front. Number two, make it fun for the family. This wasn't a solo project. I got my son involved, who is an engineering student, and building things was right up his alley. So we had a great time putting the aquascape together. My wife got in on the design piece, making sure that it looked great in our living room. And now, not only do I love the aquascaping, but I'm attached to it as well as my family's attached to it also. So reefing is a great way to bring the family together, and this project was proof of that. So bring your family together, do a great family build, and enjoy the time together. And the number one tip, feel it before you feel it. This is a big one. Aquascaping is personal. You can get all the advice that you can get. However, at the end of the day, if you don't love it, you'll never be satisfied with it. With my old 75-gallon, I rushed the aquascaping, and I was never satisfied with how the aquascape looked. I tried several times over the years to rearrange it, pull rocks out, put rocks in, put different rocks in. However, because I didn't take that time to design it initially, I just wanted to get the tank going. I didn't really enjoy the aquascaping or the tank as a whole. This time I took my time and expressed myself through the aquascaping, and I absolutely love the aquascape. So that's my advice to you. Slow down, take your time, experiment, trust your eyes, and stay with it until you're happy with the aquascape. If you get it to a point where you love it, it's perfect regardless of what anybody else says. And there you have it, my top 7 tips I picked up while aquascaping my Red Sea 625 G2+. Please like and subscribe if you got something out of this video, and stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see you then.